Amazing. So we are back at it again with Why Wednesdays with Flores Financial. I'm really excited because as I'm talking to business owners, one of the key challenges they have is all around recruiting, or rather attracting talent. And so
Mhm.
we're starting this 4-point series with the absolutely magnificent Mia.
Yes,
Appreciate you being available.
of
Wanted to
course.
connect with you. So we're going to talk about really just this brand advantage. Then we'll move into more of beyond the paycheck, hiring fast without regret, and then lastly, retention starts at recruitment. So let's go ahead and just get started about really with this first aspect of it, of the employer brand advantage. So why top talent chooses you. So would love to know from your perspective, Mia,
Yeah.
how what is the impact of a strong employer brand as it relates to quality candidates?
Well, thank you so much for those questions. And I know when it comes to recruitment, it's always kind of like a gamble, I guess. It's like really your luck in regards to it, finding really skilled individuals who actually value the company and value the place that they work in. As we know, they are at work more than they are at home. So we want to make sure that it is not only a safe, of course, a safe environment for them, but also we want to be able to have we want to discuss how strong employer brand attracts high quality candidates, right? And what do I say when it comes to high quality candidates? It's attitude is key, right? Skills can be trained, but the first and foremost, you'll never really know what skills they may have and whatnot, but attitude is key when you first interview a candidate and making sure that they understand the core values of our company, understand the core values of Flores and what we stand for, that family aspect. As I mentioned earlier, they are more at work than they are at home. So we want to make sure that they're in an environment that they also feel at home in.
Absolutely. So really what I'm hearing is it's understanding what your core values are when it comes to just the beginning stages of recruiting. And I think it's this idea of authenticity, being very clear of what's important to you as an organization and your branding. And as you
Yeah.
do that, candidates will naturally
Yeah.
fall in place.
Exactly. Social media right now is definitely plays a big part in getting a company out there and getting Flores out there. We're doing the Why Wednesdays, making sure, and I'm sure everyone wants to know the whys and everything for them to further understand what they're getting into or what they're doing. That shows more quality more than anything. So social media, as we know in the generation that we live in now, everything is about social media. That's how we get our word out there. That's how we get florists out there to the masses quickly, right? Which instead of the snail mail, back in the day, like, you never really know. But now we have social media and we have to utilize it to our advantage. It can also be great exposure to different generations and different workforces. And, it also avoids those delays, especially if we need to recruit really fast. So that's also one thing. And also understanding that here at Flores, it's an industry that provides that professionalism, especially since we handle different industries of different aspects. And it also leads to lasting connections because that family is definitely that key part of Flores.
It's interesting you bring up family because it goes back to the first point of being authentic to the brand that you have and the values you have. So, family continually is being brought up in this conversation. And so, it's helpful to see that you're even modeling that now. When it comes to business owners and they're thinking about attracting talent, what's a helpful nugget or a quick tip that they can have for as a takeaway with regard to attracting top talent through your brand?
Stay consistent, right? Be consistent with what you say, practice what you preach. Right? Walk your talk, as they may say as well. Its consistency is really key. Being a good communicator, being speaking of truth, not everything, letting them know all the good, bad, in anything. There's not. It's always going to be a perfect world, but being consistent, transparent, as well. With that will really attract. I feel like that's the number one key is having that good communication and establishing that rapport and relationship from the very beginning. Because, I'm sure they will always want to hear the good news. You'll always want to hear the good news. You'll always want to see the good in everything. But knowing everything, and if you love everything about an individual or a company that you work for, no matter what challenges that will come through, which will happen, you can undertake any of those, right? And you'll do it together. So just stay consistent, be transparent, and that's number one. Yeah.
I think about, so thank you so much for that. I think about over the course of this conversation, the what's the word? Acronym? And now I think it's acronym, but acronym would be CAT,
Yeah.
CAT,
Uh-huh.
consistency, authenticity, and transparency. So very
There you
well
go.
done. Very helpful takeaway, Mia. I really appreciate it, and I will see you on the next one.
Wonderful. Thank you, Raison.